My neighbor built his new fence 18 inches onto my property on purpose, and when I pointed it out, he told me to get a lawyer or get over it. I didn't get a lawyer. I got a surveyor, a permit, and 40 bamboo plants. This is the story of the most patient summer of my life. Let me start by saying I'm not a confrontational man. I'd have let a lot of things go. If Greg had built his fence a foot onto my grass by accident and been sheepish about it, I'd probably have shaken his hand and left it. But Greg wasn't sheepish. Greg was delighted. Greg has one of those trucks that's never carried anything, and he'd decided, somewhere in his own head, that 18 inches of my yard was going to be his, and that I was the kind of person who wouldn't do anything about it. Get a lawyer or get over it, he said, over the new fence, holding a beer at 11 in the morning. Here's what Greg didn't factor in. I am retired, I am extremely patient, and I now have a great deal of free time. Step 1, and I did this the very next morning, was a licensed surveyor. $200. He put little orange flags in the ground showing the actual property line, which ran, and I want to be precise, 18.5 inches on Greg's side of Greg's fence. It's always 18.5. He came out and looked at the flags and said nothing. Step 2 was the county. I want you to understand I did everything correctly. I filed for the record. I got it in writing. Greg's fence was in violation, and I could have made him tear it down that week. I didn't, because tearing it down was what he'd expect, and a fast fight was a fight Greg might enjoy. Greg likes a fight. What Greg does not like, I suspected, is losing slowly over a whole summer in a way he can't complain about because everything I'm doing is on my own property and perfectly legal. So step 3, on my side of the true line, the real one, with the county's blessing, 18.5 inches from his fence, I planted bamboo. 40 stalks of a running variety that a nice man at the nursery warned me about specifically. This stuff is aggressive, he said. It'll take over everything. Will it? I said. I planted it in June. I watered it every single morning with my coffee, in my dressing gown, waving at Greg when he came out to his truck. By August, you couldn't see his fence. By the next June, you couldn't see his fence from his own kitchen window, and the shoots were coming up under it, on his side, in his gravel, in the cracks of his beloved driveway, and there is nothing he can do about it, because it's my bamboo, on my land, behaving exactly the way bamboo behaves. Greg came to the true property line last week, first time in a year. He had a beer, but he wasn't delighted anymore. That bamboo's coming through onto my side, he said, and I sipped my coffee, and I looked at the green wall where his fence used to be, and I said the only thing I'd been waiting all summer to say. Get a lawyer, Greg, or get over it, or